What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have for you some exercises for speed, agility, and power. So hopefully you enjoyed these. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure to subscribe to catch all of them. Hope you enjoy. All right, one of the most important things we can do for speed, agility, and power is work on our foundation. So by that, I mean improving our foot and ankle strength, right? So one thing I love to do, multi-planar plate hops. You've seen us do this a lot before. Depending on your level, you can go double leg, right? The whole thing is we're gonna jump up and over, just like this. We can also go single leg. We can adjust it, we can go fast, we can go higher plates to make it a little bit harder, bring them closer, farther. But the thing that I love about this exercise is we're working different planes, right? We're going lateral, right? So we're working frontal, we're going forward and back. We also have to work on getting up a little bit. It is really great to build that foot and ankle and to work on that spring. And a big part of speed, right? We need strength through our feet, through our ankle. We're only as strong as our weakest link. So we need strength through everything. Also too, we need that spring ability, right? So we can just go from one movement to the next, taking that lateral jump in there as well. I just missed. Taking that lateral jump in there as well really helps when we're going side to side with agility, and all of this is gonna help with power. All right, number two, these are in no particular order, by the way. We are going a rear foot elevated split squat. This is like probably my all-time favorite exercise. We have one leg up, okay, and then we're going down like this and up. Love this exercise because one of the foundations of power is strength. The more strength capabilities we have, the higher power potential we have. So this is great to build strength, muscular, structural strength. Also, it's unilateral. So that's a really important way to train if we do want to be explosive and powerful, right? Fix those muscular imbalances as well. So hitting something like this is really great. If you don't have something like this, right, you can always put your foot up on a box. We can even just hit like a lunge, like a reverse lunge, walking lunges. Number three, building off what we said with the rear foot about strength being the foundation for power, we are hitting trap bar. So there's so many things we can do with trap bar, right? But today we're gonna be talking about a heavy trap bar. So this is gonna help build your absolute strength. By absolute strength, it is just the load you can lift, right? So if we increase that strength ability, like I said, and you increase the potential for higher power outputs, right? We still have to be able to transfer your strength to power, that fast force production part of it. But if we can increase our strength, then we're setting ourselves up really well to increase our power pending training. That's going to translate to speed as well, right? Especially when we're talking acceleration. It's just about force production. How much force can I apply into the ground? Mechanics really important as well, right? To propel me forward. So if we increase that lower body strength, we can go split stance as well, bilateral just for that pure strength, but getting something like this also really works that posterior chain. And if you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen our post today talking about the importance of posterior chain for speed. So this one's definitely awesome. Ooh, that was a good clap. All right, number four, I didn't intentionally plan this, but I am linking these exercises very well. Speaking of posterior chain importance, we got Nordics. So this one is one of the best exercises we can do for posterior chain, right? It works our hamstrings, our glutes, our calves, the back of the knee, all that connective tissue. Really important that we can use all that for power, for speed, for agility, preventing injuries as well, right? So we're in here. If you guys don't have a Nordic machine, you can use a glute hamstring machine. We used to just hold people's feet down. You can hook yourself in with a barbell, right? So lots of things. We can go in eccentric, so we go down slowly and then you can just relax. You can go down, you can hold an isometric. You can go all the way down and up, however low you can. We've even been doing some single leg, right? So we have one leg in, one leg up just supporting. I like to hold an iso with this one. But like I said, this one's really great, specifically because it works the entire posterior chain, and there is a high amount of hamstring activation, glute activation in this exercise with everything working together. So when we have exercises that can train the chain, that's really important for when we hit, when we go out to the field and we have those actual dynamic efforts where everything does have to work together. Number 5, we have a curtsy lunge to a lateral lunge. Let me preface this by saying, honestly, anything in the frontal plane will work perfectly fine. But for this one, we're going a curtsy lunge right here into a lateral lunge right there, okay? So I like this one, this curtsy, it really works that lateral side right here. I like to have a tall chest, okay? And then out of that, a good old lateral lunge. Very few things beat a lateral lunge. So we're working on those strength capabilities to increase our power potential, number 1. Number 2, we're working in that frontal plane. So that's gonna help with control. That's gonna help with, oftentimes when we hear agility, we think that side to side change of direction. Even if we're going linear change of direction, we still have to turn, right? Absorb those lateral forces as we're turning to sprint back. Even if I'm sprinting right here to a back pedal, I still need strength all throughout to control. So we have to work that frontal plane. So anything is great, but I love this series connecting them. Number 6, we have another plyometric. So we are hitting some single leg broad jumps into a box jump. Similarly with what I just said about pretty much doing anything in the frontal plane is gonna benefit, same thing with the plyometric. Anything that you do with the plyometric, not anything, okay, but a lot of things, you're really gonna see great benefit from just that stretch shortening cycle, that rapid contraction, especially what is one of the most important things for speed is the ability to contract and relax a muscle rapidly, right? That's what separates the good and the great, that ability right there. And plyometrics are a fantastic way to work on that. So you can start basic, right? We can just start double leg if you need to, getting in that broad jump. You gotta make sure you can decel and absorb it first, but working our way up to continuous, right? One leads to the next. Those are my baby broad jumps, okay? But for this one, we're going single leg, unilateral training, love it. Broad jumps, love them. Horizontal force production, great for speed, especially acceleration. We got that box jump, working on our ability to divert forces, fantastic for agility. Vertical force, really important for max velocity speed. So we're gonna be here, we're gonna hit some single leg broads into a box, right? We can land however you guys want. Something like this is fantastic on working on that repeat ability of a movement, okay, that jump, diverting forces, all those things that I mentioned. So this is one of my all-time favorites. All right, we have a single leg RDL. However, we're going hand supported because we're going for speed. So next to my handy dandy pole, okay, regular single leg RDL right here, boom, and then I power it up at the top. Okay, so I'm here up as fast as I can. And RDL is fantastic to build strength. One of the best exercises we can do. Work on building up that posterior chain. The thing about having hand supported is it takes away stability, or instability rather. So I'm stabilized here, so out of this, boom, I can explode up as quickly as possible and I don't have to worry about stability. It's important we train that ability to explode because that's one of the basis of power production, that fast force production, that fast shortening, right? So from this hinge, boom, a fast extension. Same thing I get when I do a jump. Like if I go up, that fast contraction. If I do a broad jump, that fast contraction. Even a sprint, right? Boom, as fast as I can, shooting out. So having the intent to move load fast is going to really help your ability to move load fast. And being fast, that velocity is important because that goes into power production, right? Force times velocity, our ability to move load at speed. So that's why it's important to be hitting some stuff at some speed. By having your hand on this pole, right, it allows for that explosive element, taking away instability. All right, we're going a skater into a single leg push-off jump. So some plyometrics in the frontal plane, really important. A single leg push-off jump, right, is just when I'm on my back leg and I'm pushing off as big as I can, landing on 2, 1, whatever you want. The reason we have a skater is we're creating that loading, right? So I'm into it, boom, and then I push out. So by being here, I have to absorb force, I have to quickly transfer it, and I have to shoot out. So I allow my body to absorb force, store that elastic energy, and then utilize that to propel me out. It's important I'm here, I can be strong to contain my body, right? As I'm going this way, I wanna be able to absorb, I wanna be able to control the momentum so I can stop myself here diverting force, and boom, shoot out. Be able to quickly utilize all that energy. Make sure you hit both sides as well. You don't wanna be uneven. Number 9, we're going a med ball reverse toss. So I love this exercise because it really trains a rapid hip extension and a hip hinge. As I said with the RDL, that's really important for a lot of our movements, a lot of our explosive movements, speed. It's really important to have some good hip power. So we're gonna take the med ball. Okay, we're gonna be here. I like to load it a time or two. Notice the hip hinge. It's just like a kettlebell swing, right? I'm not squatting and I'm not bending my back, right? I'm here, I load it, and then as hard as I can, I throw that thing straight back, okay? Like I said, this really trains that rapid hip extension. And one thing that's great about a med ball is you can go full power through the whole movement. You'll see me talk about this a lot on Instagram. Just that ability to release the load at the top of a movement is really important for full range of power, right? So I can go as aggressively as I can. I can get maximum hip extension out of it, just launch the med ball. So this is a great one as well because it rapidly puts your hamstrings on stretch and you rapidly contract. So that ability to go long to short is very important for speed, for power. Number 10, we are going banded speed squats, okay? So moving fast, having that intent to move fast is really important to have the ability to move fast. So these bands are not gonna be adding a bunch of load, right? I love doing lighter load, fast movement type of exercises to work on power, ability, speed. So we're gonna take bands, we're gonna put them around. You see us do this a lot with our athletes, especially if you do follow us on Instagram and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go hand supported for a very similar reason that I did with single leg RDL. But an additional reason we're going hand supported is my hands are gonna actually help me go up and down, okay? So I'm gonna go as fast as I can, squat, and actively pull myself up, right here, okay? So as fast as I can. It's not the biggest range of motion when I go, but all I'm doing is working that ability for my muscles to relax, contract as fast as I can, repeated, stretch, lengthen, fast, right? That's what a lot of this is, but having that ability to, you know, boom, rapid fire, just like that, that constant spring load, have that help bounce you up and down. Fantastic for power development, fantastic for speed. We want to be able to use that energy stored within our tendons, for example, before it dissipates. So hitting something like this is going to be great to train that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.